it's good to be back in the studio. I know I wasn't here last week because of Y commitments, and I almost didn't come in this week because of Y commitments. But don't worry, I'm still here nonetheless. Episode number 137 right here. And we got a lot to talk about, folks. First things first, the NBA All-Star Weekend with the All-Star Celebrity Game. Team Walton beat Team Dominique 65-51. Alex Toussaint won MVP with 18 points. And our good pal Myles Garrett, the great defensive lineman, had a big dunk during the game. And immediately after the game, a windmill dunk. And Anderson Varejao won the 4-point shooting contest. All proceeds go to the Thurgood Marshall charity program, I believe, which helps out HBCUs, I believe. Anyways, it's all for a good cause nonetheless. Several Cavs and several Cleveland celebrities participating in the game. Remember Daniel Gibson? Good Lord, that takes me back to NBA Live 09 on the PS2. And some people like Machine Gun Kelly, how is he a celebrity once again? That's a great question. He's something. Rising Stars Challenge. All right, so it was like four teams in the semifinals. Winner here would face off here, and the winner of this game would be the champion. Team Isaiah beat Team Worthy 50-49 in the semifinals. Team Barry beat Team Payton 50-48. And then the finals, Team Barry defeated Team Isaiah 25-20. Cade Cunningham won MVP. And Cade Cunningham had 18 total points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. Well, why not talk about that man right there, Karl Anthony Towns, the winner of the three-point contest. First big man, first center to do it. Beats Trae Young in the finals, I believe, and dedicates it to his mother. Of course, she sadly passed away from COVID, and for those that don't believe in it, seriously, consider people like Karl Anthony Towns, how he and his family have been devastated by it. He wore a special, piece of jewelry around him that was worn by his mother, I believe. And it was really nice to see. What a tribute to his mother. And what a great guy he is. Skills competition. The Cavs won! Darius and Evan teamed up to edge out a win over the rookie team. Evan sank a half-court heave to give us the win. It was a new format this year. 4 rounds, and the Cavs ended up winning. And once that half-court heave went in, I'm pretty sure everyone could all agree Evan Mobley deserves Rookie of the Year. I couldn't believe it. I was watching. I'm like, 9.8 seconds for a half-court heave by one of those 3 guys. I thought to myself, there's no way they do a Team Rookies is going to win it. But right there, Evan Mobley lets it fly, and it's a nothing but net. Darius didn't care that his shot didn't go, and he's like, all righty, let's go. And everyone couldn't believe it. Of course, one of those Team Rookies, the Antetokounmpo brothers, Giannis, and the other 2 brothers who I forget, Team Rookies, and of course, Team Cavs. And how fitting is it that the Cavs win? Oh, that was such a great sight to see. Then the dunk contest. You saw the winner of the dunk contest right there, Obi Toppin, in what many people like myself consider to be one of the worst slam dunk contests of all time. Good Lord. Took down Juan Toscano Anderson in the finals. There were virtually no props and a lot of failed efforts. It was a watered-down, sad, and depressing, slam dunk competition. It was very sad to watch, and hopefully next year is a lot better. Anyways, the NBA All-Star Game. Now, for those that are unaware, unlike the NHL, which does it by divisions, unlike the MLB, which does it American League, National League, and NFL, which does AFC, NFC. Of course, this one does it based off like you're playing in the backyard, playing pickup ball. Team captains, they get to pick, which I think is kind of interesting. I mean, not as good as, of course, Eastern, Western, in my opinion, but still. Team LeBron won. 5th year in a row, LeBron wins it. Look at him dunk it down. Steph Curry had 50 points, 16 threes, which set an All-Star Game record, winning the Kobe Bryant All-Star Game MVP award. Kevin Durant, who was representing Team Durant. Sadly couldn't make it. His grandmother unfortunately passed away. So he was with his family there, and he wasn't there for the NBA All 75 honors, which, of course, at halftime, they got all the top 20 or 75 greatest basketball players of all time still alive or still able to make it, because there were some folks that weren't able to make it. But still, we still got a lot of legends out there. My dad remembers a lot of them. I know a lot of them. It's so cool to see how the NBA has a bunch of living legends. And there's Darius missing a shot, but you know what? Darius still had a good game. He had 13 points. I believe Jared had 10, if not it's the other way around. But still, the fact that the NBA has so many legends of yesterday and today is pretty impressive, in my opinion. And, of course, charities. Each team was playing for charity. The first quarter winner was Team LeBron. Second quarter winner was Team Durant. It was a tie in the third quarter, and they donated over $100,000 to I Promise School, I believe, and the Cleveland Food Bank, I believe. But it was all local charities, and to say that it was definitely something was awesome. And, of course, Team LeBron won with a LeBron fadeaway jump shot at the end. Of course, keep in mind, the fourth quarter of the All-Star game, they have this thing called the Elam ending, in which you play for a target score. Now, to honor Kobe Bryant, it's, I believe, 24 points. Yes, the winning team needs to score 24 points, and the losing team needs to put up at least 24 points as well to win as well and match the score. So it was pretty cool to do that. They've been doing that for the past 3 years, the Elam ending. NBA All-Star Game is different. Not as good as the MLB All-Star Game, in my opinion, but it's still a lot of fun. Now time for something that I slept on because I had a party to go to with my family members. Kind of fun, what they always do every year. And made me miss the Daytona 500. NASCAR is back. Holy cow, it's been 1, 2, 3 months. Michael Jordan was there and then took a flight to Cleveland to be at the NBA All-75 team in front of a packed house at Daytona. Oh my goodness, I'm never taking a packed house for granted ever again, folks. Austin Cindric, who would have thunk it? Austin Cindric won. Unbelievable. Austin Cindric won the Daytona 500 for the first time ever. He is now immortal. Look at him right there. He's in second place as everyone was pitting right there. It was his 8th career race. Martin Truex Jr. won stages 1 and 2. And Bubba Wallace, second place finish for the second time in his career, 2018. He spoke with Cindric after the race. I think they didn't have that nice words to say to each other, but hopefully it's all one water under the bridge by now. Chase Briscoe finished at 3rd. Definitely very surprising to see. And then the caution flag, lap 41, lap 53, lap 65. Tyler Reddick spun out lap 151. And then there was a red flag on lap 151. And I would just like to point out that this race actually didn't get postponed till the next day. 2 years ago it did. This was the one crash that caused overtime to happen, I believe. Yep, it did cause overtime. I can't believe it. Because 2 years ago, due to rain, it was pushed to the next day. And then the day after that, or the next year, I believe, it was pushed back due to rain because of and both ended up in very chaotic finishes. This one, I believe, was not as chaotic as the last 2 years, but it was still a good one to watch. Congratulations, Austin Cindric, who just won the Daytona 500. Definitely something that millions of folks watch. Good for him. And, of course, you're seeing a bunch of new names out there in NASCAR. It's definitely a new era, to say the least. Definitely a lot of new guys out there. So now, with that being said, it's time to go to Tommy's Picks. Playoff edition. First things first, the boys basketball. Copley District, well, really the sectionals. Bedford's playing John Adams. I'm picking Bedford. Rhodes plays Lakewood, picking Rhodes to win that one. And then you have Shaker Heights against North Olmsted. Lock of the week, picking Shaker Heights to win that. Strongsville against Avon Lake. I don't know why. I'm thinking an upset right there, which means Avon Lake will win. Cleveland Heights against Max Hayes. I'm picking Cleveland Heights to win that one. So that means if everything is correct, Bedford would be playing Rhodes, and Shaker Heights. No. Bedford would be playing Brecksville, and Shaker Heights would be playing Rhodes, and Avon Lake would be playing Twinsburg, and Cleveland Heights would play Normandy. In the Elyria District, what will be going on tonight? St. Ignatius against John Marshall. St. Ignatius may have double-digit losses, but they've all come against really good teams. I think they should take down John Marshall without a problem. Westlake against North Ridgeville tonight. I am going to say my prayers for North Ridgeville to win. But Westlake has only lost twice this season. They were ranked number 10 Northeast Ohio Zone's top 25 final poll, I believe. I mean, they were that impressive. I just can't see North Ridgeville winning. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it will happen, but I see Westlake winning. And then Elyria against Highland again. Part 2, the rematch. Oh boy, we're on a 5-game winning streak. We're 13-9. There's just one issue. Elyria is also 13-9. And another issue, Elyria's home this time. I'm kind of scared. This game's kind of a toss-up, but you know what? If we continue to not fear the Reaper, if we continue to be the Grim Reaper, if we continue to, just get more cowbell, I think we should be good. And then Brunswick against Lincoln West. I'm picking Brunswick to win that. So that means St. Ives is playing Firestone. Westlake is going to play us. Olmsted Falls is playing Lorraine. Lorraine did upset Copley on a mid-court heave to end it. He pulled a Marshawn Robinson. We don't like to talk about that one, folks. Highland. And Brunswick will be playing Wadsworth. But that's just my opinion. Up next, the Twinsburg District, huh? Yes, the Twinsburg District. Solon against Akron North, picking Solon. Massillon Jackson going to beat Hudson. Archbishop Hoban being Cuyahoga Falls, and Dover being Austintown Fitch, which means that Solon plays Chagrin Falls Kenston. Massillon Jackson plays Massillon Perry. Archbishop Hoban plays Hoover. And Dover plays Aurora. And then the Alliance District, which is consisting of Kent Roosevelt against Ellett, picking Ellett. McKinley should beat Harvey. Stowe should beat Kenmore Garfield. And Harding is going to beat Glen Oak, which means that Ellett will play Green. That will be a tough one. And McKinley's going to play Nordonia. Nordonia did win last night. Stowe is going to play Walsh. That will be a tough one. And let's think. Harding against Glen Oak. I picked Harding, which means Lake will be playing Harding. Now, speaking of Lake, Lakewood. Barberton should beat Berea Mid-Park. Barberton did sweep us in the regular season. Midview against Avon, picking Midview. Valley Forge against Garfield Heights, picking Valley Forge. Parma playing Worcester, picking Worcester. And then Maple Heights against No Row, picking Maple Heights. Alrighty, so there is that. Berea Mid-Park will lose to Barberton, which means St. Ed's will play Barberton. Midview will play, Valley Forge. Parma, Worcester. Worcester will be playing Medina. Medina was there last night. And Maple Heights will be playing Amherst Steel. Euclid. Eastlake North against Madison, picking Madison. Alliance against Boardman, picking Boardman. Mayfield to beat Willoughby South, and Mentor going to play Lakeside, which means that Brush will face off against Madison. Alliance, Boardman will face off against Washington. Mayfield will play Euclid, and Mentor will play University School Preppers. Youngstown going out all east out here for the sectional finals. Perry playing Chardon. I have selected Perry. Poland Seminary is going to beat Streetsboro. Chagrin Falls will lose to Geneva. And Cheney's going to beat Youngstown East, which means that Perry plays Pullen Seminary, and Geneva plays Youngstown Cheney. And then going out to Stowe, that is St. V. St. M. against Warrensville Heights. Should be an easy win for St. V. St. M. Coventry against Lake Catholic. I picked Lake Catholic to win that. Buckeye against Norton. I think Buckeye should win it, and what should be a good game. Rocky River Lutheran West, really Lutheran West against Rocky River. I'm picking Lutheran West to win that. So Lutheran West to play Buckeye, and Lake Catholic going to play St. Vincent, St. Mary. So now time to go on to the next slide. Don't worry, this is my last slide. Canton, of course. Sorry about this. CVCA playing East Technical. CVCA, sorry for the voice crack. CVCA is going to win. Woodridge against Padua Franciscan, picking Padua to win that. Talmadge against Keystone. My pick goes to Talmadge. They did beat us in the regular season by 1, but you know what? They'd still beat us. VASJ playing Glenville, picking Glenville to win that. So that means CVCA is playing Padua. Talmadge is playing Glenville. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Moving on. And then you have the North Ridgeville District, which consists of Akron Buchtel against Firelands. I am picking Buchtel to win that. Akron East playing Bay, picking Akron East. Shaw against Orange, picking Shaw. And Gilmore Academy against Collinwood, I am picking Gilmore Academy. That's just me, folks. Now time for girls basketball. Holy cow, it's the district finals already. And the Hornets are back in the district finals again. Oh my goodness, who would have thunk it? And now the Hornets are looking to do something, but we'll first get to Massillon Perry against Glen Oak. Massillon Jackson against Glen Oak, picking Massillon Jackson to win that. Green against Solon, picking Green to win that. Hoban playing Hoover, picking Hoban. You guys are going up against St. Joe's. St. Joe's was tough against us last year, but I just think that, Wadsworth is going to be a little too much out there at Medina. And then Friday night, the biggest game of the entire season, the biggest game for 7 freshmen, the Highland Hornets play Magnificat. Magnificat played Midview really well last night. I was paying attention. We played North Ridgeville well, despite falling behind early. My friend actually texted me. He thought we were going to lose, and I'm like, it's too early to decide. We were down 15-9, end up winning. We outscored them 30-15. Oh, ye gods. But you know what? I wrote a speech that I totally did not steal from the movie Miracle. Of course, that's the second greatest moment in sports history. Number 1, of course, Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals. Anyways, I need to pull it up, folks. But before we get there, Valley Forge District, Olmsted Falls playing Strongsville, picking Olmsted Falls. And then, of course, now the district finals of the Highland Hornets and the, Magnificat. There's a speech that is the best. Kurt Russell says it best. Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight, girls. That's what you've earned here tonight. One game. If we've played them 10 times, they might win 9. But not this game. Not Friday night. Friday night, we shoot with them. Friday night, we play with them. And we shut them down because we can. Friday night, we are the greatest girls basketball team in the state. We were born to be girls basketball players. Every one of them. And they were meant to be here at Elyria Friday night. This is their time. Magnificat's time is done. It's over. I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great girls basketball team the Blue Streaks have. We will win. This is your time. Now go out there and take it. My pick is Highland. First time in 30 years we win the district. I know I said that last year. I know I said the same speech for the softball team last year and that didn't happen. But this year, things are bound to change. Mark it down. Hornets beat Magnificat. And the Blue Streaks will have a great season, of course. But in the end, it will be us going up against the winner of the Millbury District, which will be still yet to be determined. Northview against Fremont Roswell Giants. And Toledo Stark going up against Wapakoneta. Streetsboro, let's go with that. TVCA playing Norton, picking Norton to win that. Revere against Gilmore Academy, picking Gilmore, even though Revere is very good. Salem against Kenston, picking Salem to win that. Perry against West Geauga, picking Perry. St. V. St. M against Firelands, picking St. V. St. M's. And then Northwest against Triway, picking Northwest. Rocky River playing Copley, picking Copley to win that. Copley gave us a rough go in both of our games. And Laurel against Bay, picking Laurel to win it. Well, Friday night, I don't know what you're going to be doing. I know what I'm going to be doing. That's not going to Elyria Catholic. Instead, it's going to be me looking at my phone, trying to find as much Twitter stuff as I can about the girls' basketball teams. I'll be on my knees praying for the team, hoping that we're able to win. Because this, my friends, is the biggest game we've had in a year. I know that may not sound like much, but we're at the district finals. 2 seniors, 1 junior, 2 sophomores, 7 freshmen. Once again, 7 freshmen. 2 of them start, Alina and Grace. Kennedy's another one that's so good out there. No, 8 freshmen. Forgot about Julia Starkey. How could I possibly forget about her? 8 freshmen, 5 of everyone else. I keep on telling my little brother who's not interested in high school girls basketball for some dumb reason, I told him when he becomes a sophomore, he better pay attention to the high school girls basketball team because they are going to win a lot of games. I don't know if they're going to win states, but they might go undefeated when my little brother is a sophomore because by then, all the freshmen are going to be seniors. That is scary. What's also scary is what the Horns are going up against in the boys, but you know what they say, once Grim be the Grim Reaper. Don't fear the Reaper, more cowbell. If we were able to beat Copley, we can beat Elyria. And if we were able to beat Copley, which was higher seeded than Westlake, we could. I'm not saying we're going to beat Westlake, but we might. Well, that's it. That's all the time we have left on this show, so I'm Tommy Maroon here signing off. Goodbye, everyone.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.